He sang at family gatherings, small community events, and sometimes just to himself when no one was watching. His heroes were the legends of Filipino music, and among them stood Freddie Aguilar, whose songs told stories of the Filipino soul, of struggle, pride, and love for one's roots. Freddie Aguilar was more than a musician, he was a symbol, and to even be mentioned in the same breath as him felt impossible. But destiny has a strange way of choosing its favorites, often from the most unexpected places. As the years passed, life did not get easier. Opportunities were rare, and the path to success felt almost invisible. He faced rejection more times than he could count. Talent shows turned him away, producers told him he didn't have the right look, and some even said his style was outdated. But what they didn't understand was that his voice wasn't meant to chase trends, it was meant to tell stories. Every rejection hardened his resolve. Every closed door pushed him to sing with more emotion, more honesty, more truth. Then came the moment that would change everything. A global stage, bright lights, cameras rolling, judges seated, and millions watching from around the world. The atmosphere was tense, filled with anticipation and skepticism. Another contestant, another dreamer, another hopeful soul. That's what everyone thought at first. He walked onto the stage with humility, his posture calm but his eyes burning with quiet determination. When asked why he was there, he spoke simply. He said he wanted to share his voice, his story, and make his country proud. The music started softly. The first note left his lips, and something shifted in the room. Conversation stopped. Smiles faded into focus. The audience leaned forward without realizing it. His voice wasn't just sound, it was emotion. It carried the weight of years, the pain of struggle, the hope of a nation, and the soul of Filipino music itself. Every lyric felt lived, not learned. Every note felt honest, not rehearsed. As he sang, the judges' expressions changed. One by one, they realized they were witnessing something rare. Not perfection, not technical brilliance alone, but authenticity. The kind of authenticity that cannot be taught or manufactured. And then there was Simon Cowell. Known for his sharp tongue, his brutal honesty, and his impossibly high standards, Simon initially sat back, arms crossed, eyes narrowed. But as the performance continued, even he began to lean forward. His expression softened. His eyes widened slightly. He wasn't just listening, he was feeling. When the final note faded, there was a moment of silence. A heavy, emotional silence that felt endless. And then the room erupted. Cheers, applause, standing ovations. The audience knew they had seen something special. The judges exchanged glances, searching for the right words. And then Simon spoke. He paused, choosing his words carefully, something he rarely does. He said that what he had just heard reminded him of a time when music wasn't about charts or algorithms, but about truth. He spoke about Freddie Aguilar, about how his music represented a generation, a culture, a voice for the unheard. And then he said it. He said that this man, standing on the stage, had something even more powerful. A deeper emotional pull. A voice that felt timeless. He said, with complete sincerity, that this performance was better, not in competition, not in disrespect, but in evolution. Better in the sense that it carried the legacy forward. Better in the sense that it spoke to the world today while honoring the past. Gasps filled the room. Social media exploded within seconds. Fans of Freddie Aguilar were shocked, some offended, others curious. Supporters of the contestant cried tears of joy. In the Philippines, families gathered around screens, disbelief turning into pride. A new name was being spoken alongside legends, and for many, this felt like the passing of a torch. But fame is never simple. With praise came criticism. Some accused Simon of exaggeration. Others said comparisons should never be made. Debates raged online, articles were written, reaction videos flooded platforms. Yet through it all, the singer remained humble. In interviews, he spoke with deep respect for Freddie Aguilar, calling him an inspiration, a hero, a legend whose influence shaped his own journey. He said he never wanted to replace anyone, only to honor the path that was paved before him. As the competition continued, his performances only grew stronger. Each song felt like a chapter of his life. He sang about love lost and found, about the pain of leaving home to chase dreams, about the resilience of the Filipino spirit. His voice became a bridge between generations, connecting elders who remembered the golden age of Filipino folk music with young listeners discovering its power for the first time. What made him truly special was not just his voice, but his presence. When he sang, he didn't perform, he confessed. He didn't impress, he connected. People from different cultures, who didn't understand the language, still felt the emotion. That is the mark of a true artist, someone who transcends words and speaks directly to the heart. Back home in the Philippines, his story became a symbol of hope. Street singers, aspiring musicians, and dreamers everywhere saw themselves in him. They saw that success doesn't always come from fitting in, but from standing firm in who you are. They saw that tradition and modernity don't have to clash, they can coexist, creating something even more powerful. As weeks turned into months, his influence grew. Collaborations were offered, global tours were discussed, and record labels lined up. But he remained grounded, often returning home, singing in small venues, visiting the places that shaped him. He understood that his roots were his strength, not something to be left behind. Simon Cowell later reflected on that moment, saying that sometimes, greatness appears when you least expect it. He said that comparisons are not about diminishing legends, but about recognizing evolution. Music, like culture, is alive, constantly changing, and every generation needs its own voice. In his eyes, this singer was that voice. Today, he is no longer just a contestant or a viral sensation. He is a symbol. A reminder that legends are not only found in history books, they are born every day, often in silence, often in struggle, waiting for the right moment to be heard. His journey is still unfolding, his story still being written, but one thing is certain. The world has listened, and it will not forget. As the video slowly comes to an end, the music fades back in, softer now, reflective. The voice returns, thanking viewers for staying till the end, reminding them that if this story moved them, they should share it, support genuine talent, and never stop believing in the power of dreams. Because somewhere, right now, another legend is waiting to be discovered, and all it takes is one voice, one moment, and one chance to change everything.